Hello and welcome to this backwards compatible comics review. Today we're going to be looking at Lenore Pink Bellies. Now this could be, this is a trade from Roman Dirge. I hope that's how I pronounce his name. American comic book writer and magician. So it sounds a bit strange, but again, sometimes you just have to love the eccentricities of creators. So now, I don't know a hell of a lot about Lenore, I must admit. Now, from what I've found out after researching once the book came through, there's lots of merchandising, videos, video games, and lots of accessory stuff created all around this one character. But I will admit I don't know any of them. Now, Pink Bellies is actually the 6th volume of Lenore. It's how should I put it? As I don't know the character, I can't say what, and I've never read any of the previous iterations of the book. I can't say if it's better or worse because I don't know. All I can say is that after reading this book, I think it's great. Now I have the physical edition. It's got a lovely cover where this part of it is, you feel it, and it's very textured. But the picture on the front and then the blurb on the back is raised. Feels quite smooth, but it's just a really well produced book. It's quite a nice hard, as you can hear, hard book, and it's created by Titan Comics, and who also publish it. So that's lovely. Now what you get in here is four chapters of the story. At the beginning, which I think makes this one really good, is that we get a bit of, as you can see from the pictures flicking through. That's not actually the start of the book, but the start of the book gives us a back history about a certain character within the story, whose name is Taxidermy, who you can see there with the antlers sitting on top of his head. Quite nice and interesting. Again, as it goes through, this is actually the beginning of the second book, so it's something to always flick through. But the basic plot is that Lenore is a young girl who's been killed and brought back to life by an ancient Egyptian god. Makes it quite interesting, but literally she's alone apart from a couple of, as you can see at the bottom there, a couple of little friends who are a bit odd to say the least. Their escapades go on through this. He starts off by them having to interact with like a ghost hunter reality TV show people, and then it's all about someone trying to capture Lenore and taxidermy. So it's got a lovely mixture of stories where you can see the social commentary aspects in terms of the reality television, and also you've got quite a few nice sly jokes. Now this might look like a bit of a kiddie book in some ways, but believe me, it's not. It's gruesome, it's got bad language, but overall it is just a laugh out loud funny book. I don't think I've chuckled so much reading a comic in quite a while, so this is really one to lighten the mood. There is always that element of the macabre, which is absolutely wonderful, and I do think that Dirge pitches it really well. So he's really got a handle on his character. Some may not like the way the art style of Lenore, but I think personally it's absolutely great. There's points where you've got quite high art, but obviously that she's drawn quite cartoony as her sidekicks, and that really does give the whole thing just a little pop of fun, and you can't help again but laugh. It's Dirge, Roman Dirge, he writes, draws and colours this, so it's completely his baby, and again that handle on the comic really does shine through all the way. So I think this is a great place to jump on. I didn't feel lost at all. Thankfully, I think because of that first opening, I think it really does just show you a little bit more about the series itself, and that really can give you a nice idea and a great jumping on point. So for me, Pink Bellies is definitely a winner. I loved reading it, and I'm quite happy to read it again, and in some ways it has me maybe want to go back and start looking at Lenore in her previous volumes. So all I can say is definitely worth buying, some Titan Comics, and definitely something that I think you should check out. Thank you very much for watching, and good night.